All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Hope you're getting along with these. It takes some getting used to. Well, this isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Isran needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. I've only heard stories. Not sure if any of them are true. Like that they were supposed to guard some vampire here, but wound up all becoming vampires themselves when they saw how powerful he was. And then preyed on the rift until finally someone put them down. I guess it doesn't matter now. At least Isran is trying to do something noble with the name. Get yourself killed. Hope you're getting along with Isran. He'd take some getting used to. A basic one, of course. That is, assuming you know anything about steelsmithing. It's pretty simple. Talk to Gunmar if you need materials. I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out. With mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings. So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me? I'll buy whatever you're looking to get rid of. Here's everything I have. Sorry there isn't more. I like what Eastron has done with the place. It's good to see someone else who's really prepared. Don't get yourself killed.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. He just became absorbed, obsessed. He was kind of sick, actually. The prophecy said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. For someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, that's pretty seductive. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy? About some vampire trying to put the sun out?
Do you actually believe any of that?
Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. Nobody's ever asked me that before. I don't know. I think mostly I hate what it's done to my family. Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. I will be. Just give me a little time.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep. Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more. I'll show you what I can.
Now it's my turn. Your blood will not protect you from me.
Tough day for you.
The night belongs.
I still remember how to fight. Who's there? Ronan. For you.
You think you stand a chance? That's a bit to do. Die! Going to enjoy killing you.
Your power is nothing. You're dead. Done and done. The tale of the great moth priest hunt. If you think it'll help.
I knew it.
Where'd you...
Yeah.
for your tricks. You're dead.
You think you stand a chance?
I won't fall for your tricks. No more! I yield! I yield! Nothing like a goose chase around the whole day. I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple 100 years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something. Not at this rate, no. This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Never should have come here.
Where'd you come from?
Your blood will not...
Where'd you come from? Kill the beast! Where'd you come from? What have you got? Done and done.
Yes? A welcome to you, fellow traveler. So many refuse. Take a look. Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land, and so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair, but we do our best to ignore them. Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil. I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Resad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him. May your road lead you to warm sands.
This place makes me a little uneasy.
Die, Dorgar. I love it. Your blood calls me. Now it's my turn. Die, damn you.
Done and done.
Go cast your fancy magic. Places.
What now? Anything good? These people seem nervous, which makes me nervous.
What's going on? Yeah, you need some... Yeah, you need something? Yeah, you need something?
Yes? Do you need something?
Watch the skies, traveler.
I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And I, well, we both thank you.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing, Bullwolf. Cheers.
You've been in Riften for
Just get out of here.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Riften has problems of its own. Now is not the
Yes,
time
we
for
spoke at
exploration
length
and
while you were in Whiterun dealing with our meadery
say that.
situation.
If you were to leave, I'd miss you.
I hope for all your sakes you find out who's behind this
I owe you my
supposed
life.
plot.
It would take a threat to all of Skyrim.
Having Golden Glow kept in line by the Thieves Guild has kept the honey flowing with minimal cost.
I think you
Now,
had plenty,
mysteriously,
Wolf.
some sort of
You should
anonymous
head on home.
adversary shows up and takes the estate out of my hands.
I said, give me some more drink, or I'll have your head on a pike.
When you've been doing business like I
yourself.
have for decades, you quickly discover that the only person you can trust is yourself. If you were to bring me the deed to Golden Glow Estate so I was the full owner, that would be a step in the right direction. Since I know losing the farm's payments will harm the guild, I intend to make a substantial contribution for compensation. I take care of my friends. I believe we're done.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. Madesi, what's this build?
Why do you pursue me? You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avonshenzel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to Avonshenzel. In the west, return it to them. It must go back.
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Seeing as how Riften is home to the Thieves' Guild, maybe we can work something out if you have trouble with the Lord.
Where'd you come from? I knew I heard something.
Beg me to kill you before I'm done!
Guy like this.
You won't hit!
Done and done. Do you need something? Anything good? What now? All right, let's see what you have. Yes? All right, let's see what you have. Oh, all right. Goodbye then. Were you looking for me? Of course. Let's go. Oh, what is it? This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
gods gave you two hands. Do you...
Do you need something?
Buying and selling.
All right, let's see what you have.
Leather armor and so forth. The fasteners are already coming loose.
Fresh meats and produce. Fine. Get them before they're gone.
Come to see Balaman perform the finest weapons and armor. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Working at the Riften Fishery is tough, but I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold would... mistake.
Buy some
Ah,
armor and live to tell about
what
it.
can I sell you on this fine day?
Yes?
I'm looking for a necklace.
All right, let's see what you have.
Garnets.
Clean and free from rock joints. Codlac Whitemane is in a better place now. For is there any place better than Sovngarde?
Gosh, I'm not paying for it. Put it on Boley's account.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Welcome to Riften. What can I do for you? It's nice to receive good news for a change. Did you recover anything else from the warehouse worth mentioning? Then there's no time to lose. It won't take long for Sarthis' associates to learn of his death. The source of the poison must be destroyed once and for all. Otherwise, another dealer will simply take his place. Do this task for me, and you'll be well on your way to a title in Riften. Good. Report back to me when your task is complete. Good journey to you. Anuria.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
does not hurt that we are making a good profit.
That is true. Perhaps it should be more grateful.
Need a ride?
Mm-hmm. You can't hide from me. There you are.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Need a ride?
Where'd you come from? What now? If you think it'll help.
No lollygagging. Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet.
Need a ride? See ya.
Between the walls.
We can avoid them.
no fan of the sun. It's easy better than this.
I can take you to any... My carriage is the safest way to travel. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, steady, old girl.
Take care with those flames.
Whoa! Watch the magic.
Coin for a poor old woman.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army until I took
What?
a sword to the
Did
chest.
you need something? A few septims for my supper is all I ask. You're just going to stand there, gawking? Go away. You're starting to frighten me.
They
Hold
used
it
to
there.
call Windhelm
Keep
the
your
City
distance.
of Kings.
All right,
In my
then.
books, anyway.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Same as the others. Looks like she was stabbed and then cut apart. It's like an animal got to her, but these are the wounds of a blade. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl, killed at night, body torn up. We are stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
This, no, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
I had expected Ysgrimmor's city to be bigger.
Sorry. I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already... like this when I got here. A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
If you've got some time, stop by my House of Curiosities. I promise you'll see wonders.
Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword? Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to Yorleif, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Coins to help someone who's got nothing.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that.
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Friend Brunwald, how good to see you. If you see anything you like, let me know and I'll be glad to offer you a discount.
All ripe and ready for your table.
That's not necessary. I'll pay the same price as anyone else.
Just a
But I insist, and with good reason. Malfair told me you can speak with the full.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorleaf?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the whole in the parts, and for that I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Keep your brother, and he'll keep you.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. I find your wolfish grin unsettling. Go fiddling with any law. All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead. But I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend my time making more of them. And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I? Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave. Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Well, if it isn't the Slayer of the Glenmoral Witches, how can I assist you, companion?
Assorted fruits and vegetables, all delicious and affordable. I wanted to thank you again.
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key. I'll take my leave then.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Safe journeys, sword brother.
I have nothing to say to you. Just leave me alone.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
My heart goes out to Clan I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Everything's fresh and delicious.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. They say they're too busy with a war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives. Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about... But he's a dangerous man. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
I made my fortune as a sea. The townsfolk call me captain, because I used to be a sailor. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon, and introduce him to the headman's axe. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's party.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers? It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Thank you for your custom.
We got hands to yourself, sneak thief. Watch the skies, So, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound. Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind, I've had trouble breathing. Don't have any trouble drinking.
Can I help you? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Woundfirth? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. A most pleasant chat. Until the next. Hey, hands off! Welcome to the What do you think you're doing?
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
I knew I heard something. Yes?
Lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins. The Wheelstone? Have you decided to sell it yet?
What is it? Cadillac White Mane is a better place.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting us to...
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
If he's not
Travel
with us,
safely.
he's
It's
against
dangerous
us.
out here.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
Whatever you've heard I can do is I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the Necromancer's Amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye. But in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible? Aww. And here I thought you could do it. Well, I'll just have to think of something else then. Bye. Do you know my father? His name is Torsten Krulsey. He told me once that he wanted me to grow, but I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want... Hey, you want to play a game? Figures. You elders are always so boring.
Don't do that! Hey, that's what you're doing!
Is that... Earth coming out of your ears?
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Revan put the word out to his suppliers.
You might swing that somewhere else.
A fight.
Both
Sarah,
sides.
Tell them I'll pay double the number. What was that? With one broken pitchfork. It's falling apart.
I'll be sure to stress your urgency. It seems like every farmer in Skyrim is short on supplies.
Mercy!
Where'd you come from? What you doing?
No more! I yield!
Yeah! I may be old, but I can put up a
Enough!
I once killed 6 men single-handed. I'll rescue my brothers in arms from ambush by an Imperial patrol.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers.
Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Putting a great deal of pressure.
Izmir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected.
If he's not with us,
You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
How long are we going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a special message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
Travel. Safely. It's dangerous out there.
And let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers.
What do you need?
us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. These are difficult times. My men, I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
On Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not...
Now I noticed Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy. If she knows anything, it's about us. If those white Frigga Shattershield's old place, I think her mother, Tova, has the key. I'll take my leave there.
Lard, well, sorry. Was only joking with... They look like they were made with, well, the ancient Nord. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
I've been a bit out of sorts since... I'm sorry. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. Yerim?
Poor
I'm not sure
Nilsine.
what you think you'll find
I'd
there,
appreciate
but you're
it.
welcome to have a look.
Our little girl died. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our... Thank you. Please forgive my mood.
Oh,
I'm
what
still
is it?
coming to terms with my daughter's death.
Anything good?
Seeing a good test. I hope RK grants my wife some comfort. Thank you. Here.
Not really
I
sure
always
what to
pay
do
my
with
debts.
myself anymore.
My
I just miss
favorite
her
drinking
so
buddy.
much.
Let's get some meat.
Until next time.
Don't take anything for granted in life. Nothing lasts forever.
No, Mother. I'd rather not talk about my daughter. Well, all right. Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
What now?
Trouble? I've never seen anything like it. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Have you been talking to V? Ask her about it if you want an earful. Good day.
I find your wolfish grin unsettling.
Can I help you? My sister and I once traveled the world to a... Let me see. Traditionally, for a piece like that, I could pay one for... Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection.
After what? The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only... They say I'm just snoop. They say they're too busy with... Huh? What's it? But this information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. Necromancy. They haven't allowed necromancy for... What exactly did this? It appears you were at least Calixto. I've been Let's see. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
And let them die with their false king.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn.
Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Keep that magic away from me.
I wanted to thank you again for the mince pie you sent over.
Assorted
It
fruits
was
and
delicious.
vegetables. All
It was
delicious
my
and
pleasure,
affordable.
Torbjorn. I enjoy cooking, and after what you and Tova have been through,
My little Frigga loved to cook. She was terrible at it. One day, out of nowhere, she made the most amazing.
Come and try my fine selection.
She watched
They
me.
were fresh and delicious.
She saw how much we loved her. So proud.
I wish there was something I could do.
You've done more than that. You've been a good friend of mine. You won't forget that. I'm sorry I
I have a little of everything for sale. Come, look yourself.
I understand you purchased
Do something, please.
Someone
Yes,
do
that's
something.
right. Whether or not I'm interested depends on what you got.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga. She won't be
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, I'll take a look. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient for you. This should
I understand you purchase used goods as well as sell them.
Yes, that's right. Whether or not I'm interested depends on what you got, of course.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga. She won't be needing them anymore.
No! Someone
Do something!
Yes, of course. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient
My money's on the big one.
Get it down while we can.
I may be old, but I can put up a fight.
sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from...
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
What is it, Orc? Hey, watch it!
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ismir's beard, the man was always a bit... You've done the city a much... I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. Grew up here. Lots of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
Well put. Tell me, Galmar.
I have nothing to say to you. Just leave me alone. I have nothing to say to you. Just leave me alone.
You did this city a great service by catching that killer. Well done.
I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
Need a ride? Mm-hmm. I can take you to any of the hold capital.
inside of a just a scratch.
Where'd you come
bad
from?
time to get lost, friend. From you!
Die like this.
I can take you.
Kill you!
get you.
But no. Time to end this little game.
Who's there? Where'd you come from?
It's a surprise.
This won't end well for you.
I cannot. This
Don't remember how to fight. Here.
Yes? This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Where'd you come from? Get it now while we Where'd you come from? Get it now while we can. What have you got?
Do you need something? Alright, let's see what you have.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you. Nice try. I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me!
Force roll!
I'll see you burn.
That's all you've got?
Sora! Curse you! Filthy fisher!
This should be good.
Yeah!
You can't hide. Cleared out, I guess. All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll